I think the number one problem that women have when dating is that, for the most part, women are looking for men to marry instead of a husband that can actually cover them. There is a difference. Remember, even in scripture, say there's a difference between a wife and an unmarried woman. It's a difference between a man and a husband. And I just feel like that's part of the problem, you know? We're not really looking for a man that can cover us. And when I say cover us, like basically lead us and get us closer to a relationship with God, or that we're growing together in that aspect, you know, that we're equally yoked for. It's not just about paying the bills, this and that, that and that. That's a part of it, but it's not all about that. It's like we put the physical over the spiritual, and that's a part of the problem. You know what I mean? It's just like, as a Christian, we know how much, when we read our Bibles, how much Christ loved the church. We need to have a man that understands that so he can love us in that same kind of way, not just the man. And I feel like that's just the part. Like, sometimes I feel like women feel like any man will do, and I'm going to try to teach him how to love God. You know, they be trying to evangelize a man in a relationship, but probably don't even evangelize to people like on the streets or people that they know. But when it comes into a relationship, they ready to, like, you know, make that man into a church man or a man of God. No, let God do the work. You know, let God change his heart. You may not be able to do that. You know what I mean? You're going to want the man to already be like assembled and acquired and packaged correctly for you first, you know? And just because he goes to church does not make him a man of God. That's another thing too. I wrote about this in my book, The Master Reset, A Girl's Ultimate Guide, Clearing Those Space from Her Spiritual Hard Drive. And guess what? It's in chapter 1. You know what I mean? So you don't even have to go that far. You know, if you look, like, get a little sample on Amazon, you'll probably see it, like right here in chapter 1 on page 24, what a godly husband looks like. Well, that's what I titled it as. So I wrote, the man who has substance of a husband imitates godliness. This man follows the example of Jesus, and this man is totally surrendered to God, who seeks God in all that he has, who seeks God in all that he does, and has conquered sexual temptation. He respects God, and he doesn't disrespect women or his body by giving into his lust, his flesh. The man is willing and ready to commit to one woman and changes the last name of the woman he finds as his wife to his. After marrying his good thing, this man is now legal to receive all the benefits that go along with having a wife. So you know what I mean, cooking, cleaning, all that good stuff, you know, the things that people do that don't be married, or you know what I mean, before they, so those things come along with being a husband or whatever and being a wife to a man. Yeah, so I feel like that'd be part of the problem, or most of the problem. We're looking for men, but we're not looking for husbands that can actually cover us and lead us in prayer or go to the throne of God with us together. And I feel like that's where real intimacy happens. You know, I just feel like all the times before when I was afraid to share my faith, you know what I mean? That should be known up front. I remember just thinking about that, like, dang, I don't want him to think like I'm a Jesus freak or something. So what? Let him think that. You know, that's what type of time I'm on. Like, I'm not gonna not let my light shine anymore. And the right person for me will agree with that. You know, we will connect on that. But that's just my 2 cents. I hope it don't make me bankrupt. But yes, think about that. Think about that when you're dating. You know what I mean? You're not just dating. That's the thing too. Like, a lot of men will try to make it, or a lot of people will make it seem like you're not wife material, but maybe you just never came across husband material, because there is a difference between a man and a husband. Kind of like men say it too. Like, it's this kind of woman, this woman you don't wife them. Okay, whatever. Same thing. It's certain men that aren't husbands. And I think that women feel like we are magicians and we can change that man and create him to be what we want him to be. But it's kind of like a waste of time. Unless God build a house, they that build it labor in vain. I mean, that's sometimes what I be thinking about. I don't know if that scripture actually applies, but I do feel like if God didn't change his heart, then you ain't gonna be able to either. I mean, like, you can, but I'd rather like someone have their encounter with God on their own without any influences or emphasis from me. Like, I really would want that foundation to already be set, kind of. You know what I mean? Because nobody forced me. Like, it was my consciousness, my own thoughts to want to, like, you know, be saved. And it didn't have to come from, not my mother, not my father, but it's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. You know what I mean? So that really matters. So, but everybody is different. Every situation is different. But like I said, a lot of times for women, men will wait. Men will wait for like what they want to come along. I really feel like I hear men settling or whatever. Even if they don't feel like they're all that, they still think they're all that when it comes to the woman that they want. You know what I mean? They'll get all that for her. But for women, I feel like we just, you know, settle. Maybe that's a maternal thing. Somehow we want to like still raise our husbands or raise the people that we with and mother them. But I don't got time for that. No. But no judgment to the people that do. That's like you. But I just know me. I'm just trying to like level my own self up. That's all I got time for. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. And remember, look for a man. Look for a husband that can cover you, not just a man to marry.